In this episode, we'll discuss how to build a menu in both WordPress and ProcessWire. WordPress has a built-in menu builder. It's easy to use and feature-rich. So let's go ahead and start building our menu. Let's first enter a name for the menu. We can add pages, posts, custom post types, and more. Let's add all the pages that exist on our site to this menu. We can reposition them. We can also add custom post type content, such as books. We can have custom links. Furthermore, we can have more granular control by enabling some options under the Screen Options tab, such as CSS classes, link targets, and so forth. By enabling that, we now have the option to apply CSS classes and descriptions, which gives us finer control. And if we view the front end of our site, you can see the menu is now built out. ProcessWire does not contain a native menu builder. This is because it is a CMS that is focused on being markup agnostic. As you can see in this default site example, we have a menu here, and this is accomplished by some code that loops through the page tree and outputs the menu items. The code responsible for that menu is here in the head.php file, and this block of text simply loops through the home page and its children and outputs an unordered list and makes sure to respect the current page, which results in this menu here. Now, because creating menus is a common task that oftentimes has a number of different requirements, such as custom links that do not exist in a page tree, or whether a link should open in a new tab, the approach of generating a menu using code similar to what was just shown may not be the most ideal approach. A module known as Menu Builder exists for ProcessWire that makes creating menus just as easy as WordPress. Let's go ahead and first install this module. We'll copy the class name and paste that into the modules installer. So now that the module is installed, we can access it under the setup menu. Let's create our menu called main. Let's go into the menu. And we have a number of different options here. We can go to the build menu tab to start adding our menu items. So let's go ahead and add the pages on our site. Let's add the home page, about, contact, services, and blog. We can also add the equivalent of custom post types, in this case being the posts from the blog. We also have the ability to assign IDs and classes to each menu item. We can easily drag and drop them like in WordPress. If we want to add a custom link, click the custom button here. It then gives you the ability to add links that are not tied to the page tree of the website. Let's save our changes. And now that we've saved it, we have the ability to further modify the appearance of the menu. As you can see, this custom link here now exists with all the other menu items, so you can modify how those appear. You can easily drag and drop things to have a parent-child relationship, which would be useful for a drop-down menu. So let's go ahead and save one more time. And now we need to insert this into the front end of the website. The module provides documentation in regards to how to do this. Here's the code that's responsible for rendering the menu. Let's copy these two lines of code. We'll also need to add a few options so that the list has some specific classes to match our existing website design. Let's go ahead and insert that menu over here, and then afterwards we'll delete this existing code. Let's remove some of these comments. And the name of our menu should be placed here. And we want to add an array of options as shown in the documentation. I'll go ahead and copy this bit of code and then modify it to my needs. So we want to make sure that the unordered list that's outputted has the class of top nav. We don't need an ID, and let's make sure that the current class is called current, which it is. And finally, let's go ahead and remove the existing navigation. Now let's refresh this website to see our new navigation. And as you can see, our new menu, which was built using the module, is now in. Let's go to the About page. And as you can see, the current class has carried over given the options that we set.